I'm Chelsea from Red Shark, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a text leaf effect in Adobe Photoshop. If you want to follow along with this tutorial, you can go to the description to download our working file. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a leafy text effect in Adobe Photoshop. So we're going to want to get an image that has our leaves kind of flat or a straight on view. It's just easier to work with when pulling the edges out of the edges of the letter. So I have my image in here, and underneath I have my letters typed out, and we're just going to want to make our letters fairly large so that you can see the leaves coming through it. So I'm going to make this a clipping mask, and then I'm going to drag this down here to duplicate it, release this clipping mask, and I'm going to pull down the opacity so I can see the edges of the letter. And we're going to just start going through one by one and outlining the leaves that we want to come outside of the letter. So I'm going to use this polygonal lasso tool. This works a little bit better for leaves that have a lot of ridges in them, but it still works fine because we're going to come back later on with a layer mask to clean up the edges. So just make sure you get a rough outline of the leaf. And when you're going through, you don't want to stop right here, because when we add shadows later, it's going to cut this leaf in half, like right along the edge. So we're going to take the leaf, not all the way down necessarily, but just like down enough that it'll give a 3D effect when we add our shadows later. So with that selected, you can do this after too, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the opacity up and then click right here to create a layer mask out of that. And then I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to pull the hardness down a little bit and then just start cleaning these edges up. And just take off anything that looks off, or you can see these little dark spots that are from the background and they're not actually part of the leaf. And this doesn't have to be perfect, because you can always reference back to this in your layers panel and fix them up at all if it looks weird to you later on. But we're just going to get the major parts of it right now. Okay. So now we're going to go through and just repeat that for all of the leaves that we want to come out. I'm going to release that clipping mask. I'm going to reduce the opacity so I can see the letters. And then grab this again. And so we just want to pick, it's like here, just a little bit of is coming out. This one, it's going to start throwing off the shape of our letter, so I'm not going to pull that one out. And like up here, I could pull this out, but it's at a weird spot with this corner. So it's just best to go on these spots where it's kind of a continuous line in the letter, so we're not really disrupting the shape of the letter too much. And you can do as many of these as you want. I'm only going to do a couple just because I have 3 letters to do, and we're going to be doing some shading after this. So let's see. I'm going to do like one more. This one up here. So like this one here is a really bright one that naturally looks like it's coming out and it already has some depth to it, but it's just fully cutting across this multiple points here in the letter, and it would still be recognizable as an R, but we're just going to go back through later and put some shadows over that to push it back a little bit, because it's not like an ideal spot of where we want it to be covering up actual aspects of the letter shape. So I'm going to go through and repeat this on all of these letters and then come back and do the shading. So this one's kind of hard just because a lot of the leaves, they're not in the direction of going out of the letter. It's like the end part with the stem. So we're just going to do a couple on this one. But you can do as many leaves as you want, and it, gets more and more like natural looking and away from the shape of the letter. But we're going to do a few in this tutorial just so we still have time to go over all the shading. So we're going to start that now, and we're going to do that with, I'm going to put all of these into a little group so they're just not in our way. So now we're going to go down here, we're going to make a new layer, and we're just going to pull this on top of this so that it shows up, because we're going to add shadows onto that original clipped image. We're going to grab our brush and just want to make sure it's set to black. And I'm going to leave this at 100% for now, but we're going to change that later. So I'm going to just pull this down to like 75. Take the hardness down pretty low. And I'll make this just a little bit bigger. And so we're just going to come along these edges. And it's okay if it looks kind of harsh right now, because we're going to reduce the opacity and come back in for touch-ups. So you can see here, if we hadn't pulled this layer mask all the way down when we were selecting this, as we're coming through with this shadow, it would start putting a shadow on the leaf that's part of the original image. So it's fixable, but it just saves us work later on when we're adding shadows. So we have the basic shadows, and we're going to come in and do some touch-ups. Like in these areas, I want this to be a little bit darker. And I'm just kind of like heavily painting this on right now because we're going to reduce the opacity afterwards. So I'm going to do that now. And I'm probably just going to set it to 50%, but you can look at that and see, just like to where it starts looking natural. I think I want it a little bit darker, so I'm going to bump it up to maybe 70. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add another layer. And now we're going to reduce this even more, because we're going to start painting depth into the background. So I'm going to take this to like 50%. And I also want to just go ahead and set this at 50, because we don't want these shadows to be as intense as the rest of our shadows. So this is going to be for situations like here where this leaf is really bright. It looks like it's in the front, but it doesn't line up with our letter right. So I'm just going to try to push it more to the back. Same thing with here. And so just spots where we want to push the leaves a little bit farther back. This is obviously a lot easier on the letters that aren't curved, but just try to stick to a specific direction you want these shadows to be going in, and it's just going to make that a lot easier. Okay, so now that we have all of this done, What we're going to want to do is add shadows under our leaves. So that's just going to separate it a little bit more. You can either just use the brush tool again, or you can take like a selection of it, and so you have the exact shape, and just drag it over, blur it out. Since I'm already using the brush tool a lot, I think I'm just going to continue using that. If I don't like how it looks on the first leaf, I'm going to switch over and just do the other way. And this is just a reason why we're going to want to have our layers in the right order, because it's a lot easier to just drag over here and it not go on top of the leaf, because we have all of these leaf layer masks up above on a higher layer. So I don't mind that. But it's just a little dark, and so what I might do is I might go and just do a heavier line on all of these leaves, and then come back and reduce the overall opacity of the layer. Okay, so decreasing that opacity just made this a lot more natural looking. And obviously the more you work with the shadows, adding shadows in, adding highlights in, it's going to look more realistic. But those are the steps to making this leafy text effect in Adobe Photoshop. If you like this video, subscribe and follow our Instagram for more tips and tricks, and sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with all things RSD.